joining us later is the former boy soprano who's now one of the nation's favourite voices, putting a musical spring in our step. It's Aled Jones. Welsh and everything. Who would have thought one little soprano choir boy could have gone on to sing in concerts around the world, not to mention for royalty and the Pope. He's soon set to be performing throughout the UK in some of the country's most stunning cathedrals. First, though, let's remind ourselves of his beautiful voice.
Like a bridge over troubled water, I will ease your mind. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will ease your mind.
We love a bit of Aled. Please welcome Aled Jones.
Hiya. How are you? Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Oh, here we go.
He's Wales in the majority on this panel because I'm half
Yes,
Welsh.
exactly.
You're all Welsh.
Whole
I'm
Welsh.
Welsh.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Got a lot of Welsh on it.
Thanks for playing.
I've been to Conway.
Oh, well, there you go. That's more Welsh than all of us.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Conway?
My brother was there. Well, he still is there.
fantastic.
Well, he's not actually anymore, but anyway, he was.
Glad I asked.
Cathedrals.
Yeah, I can't
Tell
believe
us about this tour.
Well, I can't believe I've never done it before.
No, I know,
it
I
seems like a
can't either.
no-brainer, really, but no
Because
one's
you
ever...
must be, what, 26 now or something?
I'm 41, believe it or not. I know. It's worked well, hasn't it? The Botox and yeah.
Just saying you look 25.
Well, everyone, when someone says, you know, welcome Aled Jones, they expect like a 12-and-a-half-year-old to walk out, kind of going. But no, I am actually 41, and it's horrible.
You don't look it at
I used to be
all.
like the youngest everywhere, and now I'm the oldest. Well,
no, you're
maybe
right
apart from here.
You're going to Bangor, aren't you, where you started
I know,
off?
that's going to be really weird. I'm singing in 16 of the kind of the greatest cathedrals in Britain, like Liverpool Anglican Cathedral, massive space. But also, for the first time in 29 years, I'm going to be singing back at Bangor Cathedral. I haven't sung there since I was 11 or something like that, so, you know, yeah, 12.
Well, I hope you fit in the pew, love.
What are you trying to say? I've lost weight.
No, you're not. You're fitting. I was only winding you up. But what about the acoustics in all the different cathedrals? Because in some, they're, you know, like Canterbury, very long and narrow.
Yep. Well, I've got a sound guy that'll come with me to
Yeah.
all of them, so he'll just have to adapt it, really. If you're listening, Buzz, you'll have to adapt it. So I think that's going to be part of the challenge.
That's
you
in
know.
October, isn't it?
That's the whole of October. We start on the 2nd in Norwich and then go through all the way to the 25th in London, and taking in, you know, amazing places like Ely Cathedral.
Will it be
you know.
televised at all?
We're going to film it as well, yeah.
Well, is it quite daunting singing in a cathedral?
Well, it's what I'm used to, isn't it?
But I
It's
mean,
it's like coming home almost. You know, I sing that sort of music anyway in theatres and concert halls, and it's always kind of a bit weird singing something spiritual in a theatre. But now going back to a cathedral, it's going to be half the job's done already, really. You know, because people sitting there will kind of go, "Wow, the building's nice," even if Alan's rubbish.
Put yourself down.
Your mum recorded you, didn't she, when you were little? Was that in Bangor Cathedral?
Yeah, it's just so embarrassing me. Say I was going to launch into "Oh for the Wings of a Dove" or something, and the woman in the cathedral would say, "Oh, record his voice," and she'd come in with this huge ghetto blaster, and just as I'm about to go, "Oh, for the push, press and record," you know, you hear that clank sound, and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's my mum, really embarrassing." I was probably about 11, 10 or 11, yeah. Long time ago. Will you stop saying "oh"?
OK, I'm going to get it out of the way because we have had about 767 questions for you from viewers today, and they all said the same thing. Can you guess what the question is? Do you get fed up of people talking about walking in the air?
If I did, I would be, not here, but I'd be in the Priory, rocking gently now, a bit like this. And the 4 years I spent there have helped greatly, because no, I have no problem with walking in the air. When I was at college, it was always a bit difficult. You know, I'd be in the pub or something, and my mates would put the quid into the jukebox, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'd hear the bells, and I think, oh, here we go. But literally, only 1 year no one's mentioned it, and that was when I did Strictly. The rest of the time, guaranteed if I'm doing an interview anywhere in the world, within 20 seconds.
Somebody will mention it.
Or sing it.
Yeah.
That's a huge compliment, though. It's such a beautiful...
Moving on, girls, moving on.
Yeah, I'm really honoured to be doing this. April the 10th here in London, Westminster Central Hall. Robin Gibb, who can definitely write a tune, has written this Titanic Requiem with his son. And so we're performing it, as I say, on the 10th with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. I just sing one song, and also, you're talking about mentoring, but the girl I helped a couple of years ago, Isabel Suckling, she's also singing a song there on it as well.
Fantastic.
So it's come full circle, so it'd be nice.
And Robin, we were reading in the papers, isn't so well again.
He isn't so well. I hope he'll be there, because, as I say, the music is absolutely fantastic, and everyone will really love it.
Wonderful. And obviously he hopes to be there.
Yes.
So tell us about this series that you're recording, this Classical Destinations.
Yeah, nice job, this one.
Is this just an excuse?
Where you've been, and I was incredibly
I knew you'd hate it.
Had to go to Australia.
Yeah.
I did. Well, it started with 40 days filming all the way up the Danube and the Rhine. From Budapest to Amsterdam, and we had 40 glorious days of sunshine. It was unbelievable. In telly, you never
like
get
now,
that.
like it is now?
Yeah, like it is now.
Yeah.
And then we did 4 days filming in London and in Bradford, of all places, and glorious weather, and in Wales. And then I flew out to Australia for 6 days filming, and it rained solidly for 6 days. But basically, it's a travelogue. So, you know, we go to Salzburg and we show you where Mozart was hanging around.
Is that where they did the Sound of Music?
Went on that tour.
Did you?
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
So you're focusing on all the cities that have inspired the greatest...
Classical music. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So
Do you break into song during
I
it?
don't on this series, so it's safe to watch.
I love Escape to the Country.
I do as well. I like being nosy.
Yes, you're very good at going around people's houses, and you're very good at selling houses.
I've done quite well. I've sold about 6. I don't get any money from it before you say anything. Those days, unfortunately, are over.
Aled, we've been talking about keeping a poker face.
Yes.
Surely Aled Jones has never told a lie.
You were 4 of my favourite women in the world.
You must be telling the truth.
But that face couldn't tell a lie, could
Oh,
it,
of course.
everybody? No.
You don't, oh, yeah, I do, most definitely. But I tell you, what I love is when kids try to lie, because they are so transparent as well.
Yeah,
My 2 are brilliant, you know, because they'll is that the truth? And they'll be like... Actually, I've got to say hello to my Lucas, because he's been ill all night. He's actually sitting on the sofa watching you 4. It's supposed to make him better.
Aled, we wish you every success, and we'll carry on tuning into all your fantastic radio programmes and watching you on the telly.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in and being loose. Aled Jones.